Hello and welcome to another video in our numeracy series. My name is Amy Blow, and I'm going to be sharing with you a counting invitation. This activity is inspired from the book Messy Maths, written by Juliet Robertson in 2017. And in this activity, you and your learners will explore number concepts to 10 or to 20, therefore making it a great fit for kindergarten or grade 1. I will also take a little bit of time and share the curricular connections found within this activity and the ways in which you may choose to use it as an ongoing communication of student learning. So let's take a look at the ways in which we can take our assessment outdoors and have some fun exploring counting together. You don't need a lot of materials for this activity. All that you need is a collection of found objects from outdoors and a piece of chalk. In this photo, you will notice that there are some optional or alternative materials, such as rocks with numerals painted on them, a basket to hold collected items, and some drawing materials with a clipboard ready for when the opportunity emerges to extend this activity. This activity is called making a staircase number line. All that you need to do is take your chalk and draw a horizontal line, and then with the chalk, print the numerals underneath it in sequence to create an outdoor number line. Alternatively, if you have painted rocks, you could do this activity anywhere. The space above the line is where the sets of the collected objects will be placed in a vertical manner. So now we're ready to collect and sort. Have your learners collect items or possibly use items that they are already bringing to show you because they're excited about them. Then take the time together and sort them by their different attributes, like their shape and size. Once they're all sorted, together you can count the quantities of each set. This is a good opportunity to practice counting with one-to-one correspondence as well. When counting aloud, the last number said is the quantity of the set. Knowing that this last number said represents the quantity of the set is called the cardinal principle. Let's take a closer look at the connections to the curricular content learning standards found in this activity. In this activity, learners are exploring and communicating collaboratively with number concepts to 10 or to 20. Please note that there are many number concepts that can be explored. When commenting or reporting or giving feedback, try to focus on just one or two. Here we're taking a look at the curricular competency learning standards to make connections with this activity. Again, there are many, but I've just highlighted a few. For example, in this activity, learners can model mathematics, they can visualize, they can represent in concrete, pictorial, and symbolic forms, and in conversation with you and their peers, they get opportunity to reflect on their mathematical thinking. Let's take a look at the assessment found within this activity. Connecting with the grade 1 and kindergarten curriculum to number concepts to 10 and to 20, there were many connections made. For example, cardinality, linking sets to numerals, sequencing, comparing and ordering, and much more. I know it's tempting to report on many of these when we see them, but to help focus our observations, I choose just one or two. On the right, here are some things that you might want to watch and listen for while making your observations. What do we notice when the learners are counting their sets? Do they count with one-to-one correspondence? Are they touching the items as they say the number words, or are they repeating items in their count? Are they counting in sequence? That might be orally or with their representation. Are they able to match the quantity of their set to the place on the number line? It would be interesting to hear the reasoning and conversations that they have with their peers about this and how they construct their ideas here. It might be a place where you want to take a few notes that you want to share back with the whole group or small group conversation, or even use when reporting later on. Of course, with any activity, practice and practice and practice so they can become comfortable with it, and when you're noticing their growth and their strengths, this is a great time to make an authentic piece of evidence of their learning that you might want to share with their family for an ongoing communication of student learning. Communicating student learning can be done in conversation with the learner. While the learner is practicing, spend time observing and listening to their thinking and their reasoning. Note any skills that they are practicing, including their strengths and their areas of growth. Next, meet with the learner and provide them with this descriptive feedback you have made in your observations, and conference with them. This is a great time to use FreshGrade, as the activity can even be set up ahead of time, and it's an easy way to share photos and audio or even a video recording. Use it then to tell the story of their practice, growth, connections, and learning when exploring numbers. The following prompts include the core competencies and can support the conversation where the learner shares their thinking and voice aloud with you and their family. For example, it might sound like this. I noticed that you put 2 dandelions in your set. Can you tell me more about how you placed them on the number line? When completing an ongoing communication of student learning, just focus on 1 or 2 at a time. This activity can be repeated and practiced in different places and with different materials over a period of time. Thank you for watching and listening to this numeracy video. Happy counting. Take care.